Welcome to Part 6. So far, our networks have looked at fixed inputs, all features available at once. But the world is not always like that. Language is a sequence of words. Audio is a sequence of samples. Stock prices, sensor readings, video frames, all sequences. Today, we meet the recurrent neural network and its more powerful cousin, the LSTM. A sequence is anything that arrives in order. Same words, different order, can completely flip a sentence's meaning. A regular network sees the words as a soup. A recurrent network reads them one at a time, carrying a hidden state forward that summarizes everything it has seen so far. That hidden state is the network's memory. Here is the recurrent cell. At each time step, it takes the current input and the previous hidden state, blends them through a TAN, and produces a new hidden state. The same weights are used at every step. Unrolled across time, it looks like one long, deep network where every layer does exactly the same job. But there's a problem. When we backpropagate through time, the gradient flows through the same weight matrix again and again. If those weights are slightly less than 1, the gradient shrinks exponentially with each step. By the time it reaches the start of the sequence, it is essentially 0. The network simply cannot learn long-range dependencies. This is the vanishing gradient problem. The LSTM is the cure. Inside each cell sits a special pathway called the cell state. 3 learned gates decide what to forget, what new information to write, and what to read out as the hidden state. Crucially, the cell state mostly flows straight through the cell, so gradients can travel hundreds of steps without dying. This is why LSTMs powered an entire decade of speech, translation, and language. That is the recurrent family, a hidden state that carries memory through time, vanishing gradients that limited the simple version, and LSTMs that fixed it with carefully gated cell states. But sequences can also be processed all at once, in parallel with attention. And that is the subject of Part 7, the Transformer. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.